Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. LaVisca Chenault to return it. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Right to the air, it's Levis. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Levis from the shotgun. Finds his target, Allen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun now for Levis. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
He feels this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Titans will get set to take over.
Like 54.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. This is ahead for about 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Levis. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Levis throwing again. Has the connection to Ridley. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing is Levis. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running with Walker again. Gets up the edge to the 35. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
2nd and 3 now. Levis now off the play fake. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Levis. Catch made by Allen. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet Still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit. Tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So now here comes the Titans on offense. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with first and goal waiting for him. Levis now against the blitz. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal. Spears. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans parlay the interception into points. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Wilson on 1st and 10. That pass complete to McMillan. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 34. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about.
Downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. They motion a slot man right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
McMillan hauls it in. And he crosses midfield before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, Russ. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Walker on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Moore's got it. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the Titans opting for a 50 DB, a nickel set third down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Into the hands of Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Titans ready to take over on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Spears on the give, headed right. Has a lane past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits him on the in route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Levis from the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it yet again. His pass caught by Allen. And they bring him down around the 34. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Levis. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Throwing now on first down, Levis. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. From the gun, Levis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Seahawks with 1st and 10. Russ setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now Wilson on the play fake. He's got him. That's McMillan. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down. Here's Russ. Pass complete to Walker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Russ is cooking again. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Wilson to throw again. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans taking over. Not much time remaining in the half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Levis now on first down. Allen there to haul it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now. Defense showing blitz. Levis. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Levis here on first down. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Titans call their third and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Levis throwing again. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Finds his target, Allen. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's halftime here in Nashville. The Titans giving the fans something to cheer about. They're in front at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. The Titans got a strong first half out of the Kentucky man, their quarterback, Will Levis. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They've got first down from the 31. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Handoff running left, Walker. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down throw from Wilson. That pass complete to McMillan. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Amani Hooker with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left, here's Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That one gains 7. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Working inside the red zone. He has it at the 5. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now go with... counter. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Wilson's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Levis from the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw Levis. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Dumped off to his running back. He's got a gain of 6 there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
That finds Burks complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this hits to the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside give to Walker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Wilson. McMillan hauls it in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Spears. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Cameron Young off the tackle. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Titans have it with the lead. Just gotta hang on for a little bit longer. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Wilson with it on 1st. Into the hands of Cole. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Walker running to the right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. Still going past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Toss play. This is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
That's more of the catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. He's got him. That's McMillan. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Wilson to throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks come through to tie it in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The score, Seahawks 18, Titans 17.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Chenault on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Throwing now on first down, Levis. He's on the move. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And this one does not go far. Second down now, 7 to go. A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Like 46, like 46.
From the gun, Levis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. And before we get the kick, we're going to get a timeout. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Culp with a catch. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead to 7. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
Titans 17.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Levis here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Levis now on first down. Catch made by Allen. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. From the 48. That'll be complete to Burks. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans 8 points behind. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun now for Levis. Brought in by Burks. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're now set for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds a man right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Here he is to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Tennessee. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big 2-point attempt. And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that, too, for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Oh, and the kicking team's got it. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Man in motion out of the slot. 2nd and 8. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Levis throwing again. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Levis from the shotgun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now to throw. Has the connection to Ridley. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner. Stonehouse now to kick this one away.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in.